Water is life. Just like Earth, 2/3 of our body consists of water. As from our birth, water streams throughout our life. We are born in water. We transpire water. We cry water. We excrete water. Life is simply not possible without water. It is just as essential as air, and at the same time just as intangible. Therefore, it seems incalculable. However, the amount of water on Earth has remained constant for tens of millions of years. The big question is, for how long there will still be enough for everybody, whilst in many parts of the world there are no more than a few litres available per person. Not surprisingly, water is therefore referred to as the blue gold. The fact is that of every 100 litres of water on Earth, only 1 teaspoonful is accessible to mankind. The most important question is therefore how clean water can be made accessible and affordable to even the poorest people in the world. Especially in underdeveloped countries, the shortage is the highest due to enormous piles of waste and pollution of surface water. The facts don't lie about it. The world now faces a serious water crisis. 6 men of a Dutch company decided to take on the challenge of the drinking water problem. Their solution, a very sophisticated water unit. But Ton and his team didn't let anyone discourage them and conceived an engineering feat in deepest secrecy. The search for the most polluted water in Africa is about to begin. Its destination, Kenya. Over half of Kenya's population still lives below the poverty line. They have no access to clean drinking water, are often malnourished and therefore battle with all sorts of serious diseases. Water extraction from open wells is often far from hygienic and leaves a lot to wishful thinking. However, for the average Kenyan, water is clean if it looks clean. The price of a bottle of water is unaffordable to these people. Whilst the water industry is earning fortunes like streaming water over their heads, a bizarre situation. All the more reason for the 6 adventurers to take up the struggle for clean drinking water. Starting with Nairobi, the capital and also the largest city of Kenya. The Dutch water team finds the ideal place to realize its dream. The Nairobi Dam, a lake on the brink of Kibera slum. In this largest slum of East Africa, there is a shortage of everything. In earlier days, the dam was the most important source of water for Nairobi. Now it is a dump site and the toilet of millions of people. What is all dumped here, you and I wouldn't even want to know about. Just the smell is so awful that one can imagine all sorts of things. It seems almost utopian to turn this dirty, smelly water into clean drinking water. Would the water unit really be capable of performing this miracle? The tension mounts. However, there are still a few large obstacles to overcome before the container is put into place. After endless discussions and numerous failed attempts, the decision is finally made to get the unit into place African style. Full power ahead. A new problem arises. The generator refuses to start. While there are only 24 hours to go before ultimate proof must be delivered. The team begins to become pretty nervous, and Tom starts doubting the happy end. Would this be a mission impossible after all? At last, with only a few hours to go, they finally manage to get the job done. At the last minute, everything is ready. The power works, the pump can be submerged into the Nairobi Dam, and the water unit gets its last wash. While the guests arrive, the tension is at its highest point. One of the dignitaries present is Deputy Prime Minister Mudavadi, who, surrounded by tens of cameras and journalists, performs the official act. Then the big question: will the guests dare to drink this purified water of the heavily polluted Nairobi Dam? Would you do it? In the end, the Dutch guys managed to convince even the greatest skeptics. What they don't know yet is that the tested water is even 4 times as clean as bottled water from the supermarket in Nairobi.
One thing, when people started drinking it, and then I thought, are these people going to get sick? Then I get some confidentiality. Then I had a glass and I drank half of it. That was Saturday evening. And then at night I was thinking, am I going to get sick? I was okay till next morning. Because it's quite safe water.
I'm very, very impressed. I'm impressed that it has 3 dimensions to it. The first dimension is empowering the Kenyans, whether at rural level and at community levels. It's great that they have the other route of business to business and with the government. So I'm thoroughly impressed. Any project that involves the empowering of the people, especially women, at grassroots level has to be commended.
Another important thing is that each unit will be able to employ about 10 people. But it also means that unemployed people, particularly young people, and I would hope particularly also young women, would have a chance to be employed as caretakers, as looking after maintenance. That will really make a difference and make the community also feel that they're part of it. It's theirs.
There is one thing that makes me amazed today, is that how can I drink water from Nairobi Dam? But I have seen it by myself, I have experienced it by myself, and I can't believe that this water is going to be changed to this water. And that's what I see the future like. It could be now like this, but I think in the future we would be all drinking the clean water from the system. Cheers.
Now that the mission in Nairobi is accomplished, the Dutch entrepreneurs are ready for an even greater challenge: the transformation of salt water from the sea into clean drinking water. For this purpose we travel, accompanied by the container, on to the port city of Mombasa. Here, at one of the most luxurious resorts, it really comes to the crunch. This time, the pump is placed in seawater. If even the water from the Nairobi Dam can be made crystal clear, then why not turn salt water into clean and safe drinking water as well? That it is possible is demonstrated as successfully as in Nairobi. This is a true revolution.
In fact, I was surprised because, leave alone that it is desalinate the seawater, but it can use any source of water, even sewerage, and convert it into drinking water. It is really a milestone in terms of solving water supply issues and providing people with clean drinking water.
For my own village, I go there with the good news that from now onward, forget about all this dirty water. There is a mission to introduce fresh and clean water to you. These people, how they appreciate this good news, they are going to hold a very, very big feast. I can assure you.